Like, what is this? Why are we here? Why? And I have this in 1.25 speed. I have this. Oh my god. Okay. 3 days ago, a fake guru uploaded a video exposing the biggest lies from trading gurus. Of course, this is a guy who sells a $5,000 course, and he's built his entire channel by just targeting the ICT community. And even better is that today he uploaded an ICT course. So this will be a fun one to react to. Let's do this.
And one influencer after another just repeats each other so they can make YouTube videos and try to sell you something.
Oh my god! What? This guy's entire channel is built on selling ICT concepts that can all be learned for free. Not only do they not work, but they can also be learned for free. He has a $5,000 mentorship. That's you, dude. Oh my god, what a fucking idiot. What? This is gonna be so painful, and the video is so long. Like, why is it so long?
Remember when I got my first funded account? I felt stressed and stuck, and I would risk minimal amounts. I would tread so lightly, being so careful with this funded account. And despite years of trading experience, by this point, I felt stuck, I felt overwhelmed, I was stressed. I mean, I literally...
You already said that. That's why this video is so long. He just says the same thing twice.
valued my self-worth
based on the performance that I had on this funded account. I remember my girl would come home and she would ask me if I had a bad trading day on the days that I had a bad trading day because I was just so distraught and I was letting it get to my head. And I was trying my hardest. I can remember so many nights just sitting in front of my computer.
Dude, what does this have to do with exposing the biggest lies from trading gurus? Stop.
Screen, the lights were off. The only thing that was lighting the screen was the white from my trading view charts. I would have coffee. It would be like midnight and I'd have coffee. And the only sound would be just the clicks of my mechanical keyboard because I was so focused, so honed in on trying to learn how to perfect the craft, how to do things right, how to do things
responsibly.
Oh my god, hurry
I just kept
up.
getting overwhelmed.
So it's safe to say I was locked in. I mean, I was dead set on making this work. I would sit there all night trying to perfect my strategy.
Hurry
and once I started to
up.
reflect and
Hurry
look
up.
at where I'd made my money in the past.
What had worked for me well in the past before I really started to try to intake all
Why
of
is this the
information
title?
it seems like everybody's using. It seems like this is the thing, this is the new thing. When I reflected, I realized that when I had made good money, I wasn't doing any of the things that were the status quo that most people tell you to do.
When I looked back, I realized that my most profitable trades were the ones where I scaled in.
Or the ones where I used my own model, where I used my own intuition, and where I trusted myself. Now, I still practiced common sense and discipline and risk management, of course.
But I just wasn't so stuck in the
That's when I realized that my biggest trades were reverse martingale, because that's how math works.
way of what most people say is the right way to do things. And in a matter of months, I went from barely making any money, and sometimes even blowing accounts and losing money, to making $500,000 in less than 6 months.
Dote. D-O-B-T. I mean D-O-U-B-T.
And fast forward to today, sometimes I make even over $100,000 in a month. But I would have
No, you don't. No, you don't.
never been able to do this had I subscribed to the common lies that are told by the entire trading industry. And the
You mean like ICT? Like the most popular trading thing in the whole industry? What your channel is built on? Yeah, don't listen to that. Woo!
reason that I'm telling you this
Is because in order to see the success that you want to see, the success that got you into this industry, that made you want to start trading, in order to achieve that, you have to break free from the normal. And the reason that I'm telling you this is because if you ever want to see success in the markets, and I mean real success, the dreams that got you into this industry, right? You didn't come into this industry to just get by. You came into this industry.
Dude, we're 3 minutes in. The title is a... Ugh, come on.
because you wanted to make life-changing money, because you want to be able to change your life.
You wanted to make life-changing money. You wanted to change your life. This guy's just like Artie. Just find different ways to say the exact same thing 10 different times. Makes you sound smart to dumb people.
You have to overcome the normal, which is mostly lies that you're told online by people who don't even trade. And this was the biggest, most pivotal point in my entire career, was learning to overcome these things. And it took me years of trading to realize all of the lies that get thrown around in the trading industry. But in this video, I'm going to share them all with you so it doesn't take you years, and you can go ahead and get over them right now. The reason that this is so important is because if you don't understand the real...
Well, it took 3.5 minutes to finally get to the point of the video. Let's go.
Versus the fake, then the way that you make decisions, the way that you trade, the way that you learn, the way that you progress through your journey is all going to be altered because you're doing it through a lens
that has been formed by the lies that the trading industry has told you. So it is so important to understand this and hyper-focus on what is real and eliminate all of the fake. Now the next reason why this is so important to understand is because these lies, not only do they confuse you, but these lies hold you back. Because there are so many things people say.
This is so fucking unnecessary. Just say the thing. Oh my god. Why do people watch this? Why do people watch this? And ironically, I'm making this take even longer because it just makes me mad every 10 seconds that goes by that he's doing something like this. Oh my god. Why do you even have this thing that you're writing on? Just say it.
especially in the ICT community. They say not to trade consumer confidence, not to trade here, not to trade low probability.
One of the lies is to not trade low probability setups. No, trade low probability setups. My name is Casper SMC. One of the biggest lies is taking bad trades. Take bad trades.
And the reason is because ICT set this up in a way where there can always be a scapegoat. And a lot of other trading influencers use this and they say, oh, well, the reason it didn't work was because of low probability conditions.
Wait, he's right? Continue?
or the reason that, and it's all just nonsense, okay? In order to trade, you have to actually trade. And so many of these traders do the complete opposite of what you should do as a trader, which is look at things in an opportunistic way. These guys just look at it in, how do I eliminate all risk? When in reality, we are risk managers. That is what trading is. Trading is using risk to make money. So you can't be scared to ever take a risk and always rationalize why you should never trade. And the worst thing is, since ICT says it, every other trading influencer just repeats it like they're a parrot. And it gets snowballed and compounded until
Oh my god, it sounds like he's saying something valuable, but he's not. This is so painful. You're not saying anything. This is being as vague as possible to convert people to buying your mentorship. Oh my god.
it's just the common belief. And if you hear something so many times, you're a human being. You will start to just believe it. Especially when you're at your lowest, when you're not doing well as a trader, you're gonna just start believing these things you hear. So you have to just eliminate all of that. It's super important to your success. Now, another thing that is very important about this is you're gonna overcome common pitfalls like overtrading, revenge trading, over-risking.
And you're just sitting there just froze, like a deer in the headlights. And you get frustrated.
Why did he do that? Why'd you emphasize that? Is that like a conscious editing choice to like increase engagement? Deer in the headlights. All right. Wow.
And then what do? You go out, you break your strategy, you overtrade, and then you start this death cycle that is the plague of all unsuccessful traders. And all of this starts because you've been told a lie that completely just pollutes your vision on how this even works. I used to trade harmonics, I've traded retail concepts, I've tried it all. I've traded Elliott Wave.
Why did he say I've traded retail concepts as if everything he just said isn't a retail concept? That's gotta be one of the funniest things about the ICT community is that they're trading patterns and they think it's somehow not retail. So there's just so much delusion. Oh my god. Let's continue. Well, let's not. Please stop, but let's go.
And I've talked to all these people.
By the way, he still hasn't said anything. Have you noticed that? Not a single useful thing. The reason you're not winning is 'cause bad, not the truth. That's why. Okay, but so like what is that? Yeah.
And whether it's stock traders, forex traders, futures, crypto, whatever, I see this more in the ICT community than anywhere. Now, the next reason of why this is so important is because the way that you make decisions is based on what your perception is. Everything that you do whenever you're starting to trade is usually going to trickle down from the way that you're learning to trade. So it's so important to make sure that the lens that you're using to look at the market through is not polluted, because if it is, you're not going to be able to make informed decisions.
He's not saying anything. Why do people... I say why do people watch? I know why people watch, because if you just talk your way around a point instead of actually saying the point, at least half the population will think you're smart and will listen to you. It's so painful to everyone else though. Oh my god.
Which is obviously very important. Now, the next and the biggest thing of why this is important is the way that you manage risk. There is just the status quo of how people manage risk in the ICT community and really all trading.
Look, this doesn't matter, but like, who was the teacher that taught him to write K's like that? What is that? It's a V that's peeing. I've never seen someone write a K like that before. What is that? Okay, continue.
Niches, and it's completely wrong. And the way that people tell you to manage risk, sure, maybe does it limit you from losing, but what it actually does is it limits you from making money.
Shut up, dude. Oh my god. Please stop. Okay, I had a little FaceTime with my lady friend. My brain has been reset, and I have temporarily stopped the eruption / explosion of my brain listening to this horrific video. Let's continue.
And that's just the truth. A lot of other people...
And that's just the truth! Alright, never mind. I didn't reset. I'm back. Let's go.
People are scared to say that because of everybody else is saying the same thing, just repeating each other. But most of these people don't actually trade. And I can tell you, after listening to the way that they talk, after seeing the way that they present themselves, a lot of these people, they don't actually trade. Because I've been doing this for over 8 years now. And I've been down in the pits, I've lost money, but I've
been down in the pits? Can we get a fact check on that? Are you telling us that in 2016 you were in the pits at the actual exchange? Are you serious?
been at my highest, okay? I've went through it. So I know the archetype of somebody who actually trades, and not only do they actually trade, but they actually trade with real capital.
Okay, I'm mad again. I know the archetype. That's embarrassing. You embarrass me. Okay? You don't get extra points for saying archetype instead of just type. Nothing I hate worse than people who think they're smarter than they actually are, using bigger words when smaller words are more easily understood by a broader audience. You're just doing that for ego. Ugh, disgusting.
If you're trading with a couple $100,000. And that's the difference between being able to make good money, that idea is what got you into this, versus being able to make the same amount of money or less than you could just make at a regular job. And at the end of the day, that's what we all want to escape, is working a regular job. Because we want freedom. We want to be able to do what we want to do. We want to be able to make great money. And
dude, this video is exposing the biggest lies from trading gurus. What is he talking about?
Do it in our own way. But the lies that are being told to you are going to prevent you from ever being able to do that if you don't overcome them. Now we're going to get into 4 huge lies that are being told to you probably every day if you spend any amount of time on social media. Now, the first one we're going to talk about is risk management.
What is that K, dude? Risk
Everybody
management.
always says risk 1%.
Management.
Always risk 1%, never trade any red folder news days, avoid any possible chance of loss. But this is the exact opposite of how you should use risk management. You see, risk management in trading is how we make money. Yes, it's how we protect our capital. And at the end of the day, that is the most important part of risk management. But if you use it
Did he just essentially say the most important part of risk management is managing risk? Why do people watch this? I'm gonna learn the actual lyrics to that song. It's so good.
you should trade red folder news days. In fact, the only red folder news events that I even pay any attention to are CPI, NFP, FOMC, and elections, or any time that Jerome Powell is on a microphone because he can do some damage.
The only day of the week that I pay attention to, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. That's it, okay? No. Oh, God.
But other than that, a lot of the red folder news events we don't even really pay attention to. So trade
Because there aren't any more. You named all of them.
CPI, I think I left that one out a second ago, but CPI, for sure CPI, that's the big one. ICT has this godlike image that he has to protect. That's why you see, anytime that he takes a loss in his trading streams or anytime that anything happens, people are shocked. But the truth is, ICT is a human. ICT is a trader, just like you and I.
How about you say the actual truth, which is that he's a fraud and can't trade? Huh? How about that? No, you would never dare.
And ICT does make mistakes, but his cult-like brand has to be protected by this aura of perfection. Like he's godlike. And all due respect to ICT, but he's not. Nobody is. And that is just part of a marketing technique. So what happens is he'll tell everybody.
All right, is he finally actually getting into what this video is supposed to be about based on the thumbnail and title? That'd be crazy. Imagine that.
Not to trade any of these things, and he'll have an excuse of why certain things didn't work, or give you kind of these two-sided biases or two-sided plans, and it's just to make sure that he's never wrong, okay? And that's also where a lot of this came from. But then you have influencers who don't know what they're talking about, just repeating and regurgitating what they've seen. Another common misconception that people have is that you always just risk 1%. Somebody just picked 1%, 10 just sounds like a good number, everybody just says risk 1%. It doesn't make any sense. And in fact, your risk should never be static. Your risk should depend on your win rate, it should depend on your risk to reward, and it should also depend on your account balance.
Dude, I'm going to lose my mind. That is what it is. What? He just said it. What?
And in fact, your risk should never be static. Your risk should depend on your win rate, it should depend on your risk to reward, and it should also depend on your account balance.
Oh my God, he just said your risk should depend on the account balance in your trading strategy. What does he think people are doing? What? What in his head? Oh my God, dude, you know, the more I actually watch these types of videos from all these fake gurus, because obviously I don't watch them since I'm not a beginner trader who thinks that these people are helpful, the more I realize that they're all doing the same thing. They say absolutely nothing of value, or you get this guy saying not to do the, I can't even describe it. I can't even describe it. I might have to take a break. You might need to take a break too. Maybe chop this up into a couple bits. This is just too much. Oh my God.
For example, if I'm trading an account.
For example. I'm sorry. Why did he get this bored? Do people like this? Do people like hearing someone say something and then watching them and their mediocre handwriting then write a bunch of bullet points? Maybe my brain's just too overactive to tolerate something as boring as this. Like, what is this? Why are we here? Why? And I have this in 1.25 speed. I have this. Oh my God, okay. I could just keep talking.
So true risk management focuses on making money,
it.
not just avoiding losing it, okay? So you don't want to just focus on the downside always like, yes, that's the one thing we can control, and that's the one thing you should be aware of course. Make sure that you stay aware of your downside and you control it. Again, use common sense, but don't make every single decision you make based on that. Think from an abundance mindset, think from an opportunistic mindset, or you're never going to put yourself out there.
He is saying nothing. He's saying nothing. Look, I have to play it again. If you think this is saying something smart, then you need to wake up.
Think from an abundance mindset, think from an opportunistic mindset, or you're never going to put yourself out there.
You are going to end up in a cult if you don't realize right now that this is saying absolutely nothing. And the word choice is designed to make you think that he's smart. This is nothing. He's saying nothing.
True risk management is about focusing on how to leverage risk to make money, not protect you from just never losing money. Trust me, you're gonna lose money. That's what risk management is here to control, but we gotta focus on making it. That's the reason we're all here. Now,
Who in the trading community thinks that risk management is about never losing? What? Why is he acting like that? Out of all the stupid things that traders do, like watching this channel or ICT, I don't see them misunderstanding the definition of risk management. Like, what is the point of this video? You tell people that they don't understand something, and the correct version is the thing that they were already doing, just worded slightly differently. God.
the next biggest lie that you are told is about trading psychology.
Oh, this should be good. Just in case any of you don't know, trading psychology is not your problem if you don't have an edge. That's what this video on the screen right here is about. Okay? That's important. All right? I've always been very clear on that, and for some reason, that's not what I'm known as. Let's continue.
If you're stuck and overwhelmed and stressed while you're trading, and you've only been trading for maybe 3 to 6 months, and you've not really made any money, trading psychology probably isn't the reason that you're not making money.
It's not that, it's that they don't have a strategy, they don't have an edge.
Okay, it could be a complete coincidence, but, you know, the structure that this is moving forward with is almost exactly the same as the video I made a while ago called Psychology is Not Your Problem. It's just a funny coincidence.
They don't have the knowledge or experience. And this is something that gets thrown around a ton, and yes, trading psychology is the most important part of trading, but when you're just starting out, it's most likely not the reason that you're unsuccessful. So instead of focusing on trading psychology, I want you to do this instead.
First, I want you to remember gurus sell calm, and winners control chaos.
What?
So again,
This is so stupid.
gurus sell calm, winners control chaos. Or how good you are at calling the market. None of that matters if you're impulsive. None of that matters if you can't wait for a good setup. None of that matters if you're...
Oh my god, you don't need to say none of that matters 3 times. Just list the things. Oh. Huh.
If you're feeling anxious, ask yourself why, and that will give you insights that can help you make better.
Okay, I'm not watching the rest of this. Does he ever actually talk about fake gurus? No, he doesn't. Okay. Unless there's something just completely mind-blowing in the last 10 minutes, like he finally says something of substance or there's something ridiculous to make fun of, let me know. But I am not watching the rest of this, and I'm not going to put you through that. Oh my god. Entire channel has been built on ICT concepts. I only found out about this because of this person adding me. Thank you. Really didn't want to do this, but I had to. Sick of seeing the BS you guys get told on the daily. It brainwashes you. Ruins your chances of success when you have 25 people telling you to do 50 different things. Time to clean up the industry. 2 hours until we break the space. You didn't even expose a single person. You only talked poorly towards the one person who has built your channel. Like, what is this? What is wrong with people who are watching this and not making these connections? Time to clean up the industry? You literally just talked about like risk management, trading psychology. Also, wait a minute. Look at this thumbnail. Okay, take a look. And then, why is there just a mouth in here? What is this? Why is that in there? Also, he says, ruins your chances of success. People telling you to do 50 different things. He has a billion different ICT trading strategies on his channel. What? Come on. Oh yeah, and also, if you're like me and you're trading through prop firms, come and join my new Discord server, specifically for active prop firm traders. All right, take care and bye-bye.